Alright legends, it's Monday again and I'm back with another one. Today we're going to bust some craft beer myths. You know, the things people say with confidence but you never really stop and question them. I'm going to peel back the curtain on what you're really paying for when you splash out on that fancy bottle or tap. Trust me, it ain't always what you think. Let's dive in. Myth number one, just because it costs more doesn't mean it's better. You've seen it, £6 bottles, £7 cans, and you think, wow, that must be top notch. The truth is, sometimes you're paying for that shiny label, the story, the shiny packaging, not the beer inside. I've had £3 cans that have punched harder than some of the posh bottles I've had that were all hype and no flavour. I once bought a craft beer that came in a fancy bottle with a wax seal on the top and a fancy name. I took one sip and I thought, that tastes like cough medicine, and not in a good way. So don't let the price tag fool you. It's always about what you like, not what's shiny. Also, breweries spend big on marketing these days. You're paying for the story as much as for the beer itself. And fair enough, they've got to pay their bills. But remember, a good pint doesn't have to break the bank. Myth 2, hazy IPAs equal flavour bombs. Instagram's full of them, all cloudy and glowing, and the hype is massive. But here's the thing, not every hazy IPA lives up to that juicy promise. Some taste like a burst of tropical paradise, while others are just, well, cloudy orange juice with a bitter aftertaste. I had one last week that smelled like a fruit salad but tasted like a fizzy old orange drink left out too long. I mean, it's an experiment. Some work, some don't. Don't just assume hazy means juice. Personally, I'm a fan of the juicy ones, but if you want my honest opinion, pick it up, give it a sniff, give it a taste. Don't just go by the hype. Alright, barrel aging. Sounds fancy, right? That oak barrel magic. Makes a beer better, doesn't it? Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Barrel aging adds complexity, yeah. You get those lovely woody notes, hints of vanilla, sometimes a little bit of bourbon in there. Or rum, if you're lucky. But if done wrong or overdone, it can taste like soggy old planks soaked in booze. I once had a barrel aged stout that tasted like chewing an old boot. Not fun. So don't think barrel aging is guaranteed to win. It's a craft within itself, and not all breweries can do it every time. Sometimes the simplest beers are the best. A crisp lager or a good old bitter. It doesn't need to be complicated to be brilliant. Next myth. High ABV means better flavour. People think the stronger the better. The tastier it must be, but that's not how it works. Sure, strong beers bring heat and complexity, but some are just harsh and syrupy, like gulping cough medicine. What am I doing? Gulping cough medicine. Meanwhile, some lovely session beers under 5% can be absolute flavour bombs, crisp, refreshing, perfectly balanced. Don't chase strength like it's a trophy. Sometimes lighter beers pack a bigger punch in taste than the big boys. And finally, craft beer isn't always about weird fruits, wild yeasts, or crazy flavours. A lot of the craft brewers stick to the classics, lagers, bitter stouts, and just making them really well. If you're a bit intimidated by the crazy sounding brews, don't be. Traditional styles can be just as exciting and delicious. You don't have to jump on every trend to enjoy a good beer. So next time you're reading the menu, don't overlook the classics. They've been around a long time for a reason. So that's my top 5 craft beer myths busted. What myths have you heard? Which ones have you believed or want busted? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from you, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more Monday vlogs, beer rants, and an honest chat. Until next time, cheerio bye!